Which scales are equivalent to 1 inch to 1 foot? Select all that apply. The most important thing here is to keep in mind that we do need to choose all of them. And the first thing I'm thinking about is that 1 inch is much smaller than 1 foot. So I'm going to look at my options and eliminate ones where the first value in the relationship in the scale is larger than the second value. So I'm going to eliminate 100 to 12 hundredths because 12 hundredths is a smaller value, but it's in the second place. So that doesn't follow the order we have here. Same thing for 36 to 3. Although 36 to 3 is in the relationship of times 12, it's in the wrong direction. So if it were reversed, that would work. But in this case, this isn't going to be equivalent to the scale of 1 inch to 1 foot. So the next thing we need to do is figure out which of these, because they're at least in the right order, which of these are equivalent. So I'm going to think about 1 inch to 1 foot, and I'll look at the first one. I notice we have 1 to 12. So this does work if I keep in mind that 1 foot could be replaced with 12 inches. Once I do that, I can see that I have a 1 to 12 relationship. So that one is equivalent. To do the next one, 1 inch to 1 foot, this is where I'll begin. I will replace the 1 foot with 12 inches so that they're in the same units. And then for this one, I'm going to divide by 12. So if I divide this one by 12, I'll have 1/12, 2. And then if I divide this by 12, because you want to do the same thing to both, this gives me 1. So again, I end up with a relationship of 1/12 to 1, starting from 1 inch to 1 foot. So this one is also equivalent. For the third, I will start again 1 inch to 1 foot. And it does seem to work in this case for me to replace the 1 foot with 12 inches. And this time I'll be multiplying both of these values by 5. So that gives me 5 inches to 5 times 12 is 60. So here again, I see 5 to 60, and I'm matching the relationship. Let's try the last one. So 1 inch to 1 foot. Again, it makes sense to start by replacing the 1 foot with 12 inches. And this time I'll be multiplying by 9 rather than multiplying by 5. So multiply this by 9, multiply this by 9. So this gives me 9 to 108. So we have another one that has the equivalent scale. Keep in mind for this problem that you were asked to choose all that apply. So for this common wrong answer, you picked 1 to 12, which is one of the options that is equivalent. And you also picked 1/12 to 1, which again is another scale that's equivalent. But you didn't pick all of the scales because you didn't pick 5 to 60 and you didn't pick 9 to 108. So it's possible that you didn't test them, or it's possible that when you tested them, perhaps you did something, maybe you made an error, and that might be why you missed those 2 scales. But because of that, you didn't get the answer correct because you were supposed to choose all 4 and you only chose 2 of them.